Hey, good people, blessings and greetings. This is Pulenkhosi Sele, the mind surgeon, coming to you with yet another powerful mind workout. I want to celebrate each and every one of you who is joining us, and you are most welcome. Listen, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications because that will let you know when we are posting. And of course, like the post if you like the content. Like the post and share it with your family, friends, networks, and neighbors because we're having a good time every time we dive into this. And finally, please do utilize the comment section as your virtual voice. If we say anything that resonates with you or that constitutes a light bulb moment for you, an epiphany, a eureka, an aha moment, please do comment in the comment section. Let us know what absolutely resonates with you. All right. We have a really exciting mind workout to do today. So let's dive in. Today I'm going to talk about affirming yourself, the key to transformative change. Affirming yourself. Let me give you the background story, some context for the concept. My oldest son has a vivid imagination. You can see it in his drawings, elaborate 3D-like designs that just captivate the eye. He often uses random materials to build prototypes of whatever he envisions. And it's so good that even before he tells you what it is, you can already see what it is. Well, except in instances where I have no idea what it is because sometimes he goes so far into the future with his designs that he needs to explain to me what the thing is and how it works. And it's always so mind-blowing. So on this particular day, he constructed a massive 3-story car garage, complete with elevators to move the cars between the different levels. I was genuinely impressed by his creativity and the intricate thought he put into it, how the various parts work together, and I thought it was just incredible. Anyway, after demonstrating his invention, clearly happy and proud of the work he had done, he eagerly asked me if I liked it. Of course I did. I thought it was incredible and I told him so. He then turned to his younger brother, asking if he liked it. But since his brother is too young to speak, he offered no response, obviously. In fact, he seemed completely oblivious of the structure's grandeur. In a playful voice, he answered for his brother, saying, "Yes, you do like it. Yes, you do." So cute. Next, he asked his sister the same question. But to his dismay, she bluntly replied that she didn't like it. And in an instant, his mood soured, and he abandoned his creation, a newly completed 3-story garage that had filled him with such pride just moments before. Now it brought him no joy, overshadowed by a single negative opinion. Now I remember watching this unfold and thinking to myself, what is he looking for? What does he want? And then it clicked. Validation. He's looking for external validation. So in our mind workout today, I want us to consider this story against this passage of scripture, which is in Mark 1:11, which says, and this was God speaking to Jesus. He said, "You are my son, in whom I'm well pleased." Now, anyone who has heard of Jesus is familiar with all the miracles and wonders he performed. So it's not surprising that a father, his father, would be proud or pleased by him. But watch this. It's powerful. What is incredible is not just what God said. What is incredible is when He said it. When you study that scripture in full, which I invite you to do, it's clear that God declared this before Jesus performed any miracles. God was proud of His Son before His Son did anything material. The affirmation came first. And so all the miracles Jesus performed, He was operating from affirmation and not for affirmation. From, F-R-O-M, from affirmation, not F-O-R, for affirmation. He was operating from a place of confidence and not of need to seek validation through His actions. Are you hearing me, somebody? He was already affirmed. That's when He went on to produce results. He was already affirmed. That's why when He couldn't perform miracles in certain places because of the people's unbelief, His identity wasn't bruised. He was already affirmed. That's why He didn't feel the need or the pressure to compromise His values, His morals, in an attempt to prove that He was indeed who He claimed He was. Wow. Now, this is what I want you to see. Being affirmed before the act cushions you from failure. Stay with me. Hang on. Let me explain what I mean. When you affirm yourself before you go out and face the world of school, the world of business, the world of work, you are essentially telling yourself, I cannot fail. Because self-affirmation is the understanding that what doesn't work for you works on you. So even when you are losing, you are winning. Did you hear what I said? I said even when you are losing, you are winning. Because you understand that what doesn't work for you works on you. For example, an acquaintance of mine ran in the primary elections and lost by a huge margin for that matter. However, instead of seeing it as failure, we talked about how the experience shaped him. He didn't just lose. He grew as a person through the process. It didn't work for him, but it worked on him. So although he lost, he won. I read a book some years ago. I can't remember what the title was now. But there was a passage there that said, decide that you will make $1 million, not for the money, but for who you will become in the process. What that means is that it takes a particular mindset, a certain type of person, a particular identity to make or to have $1 million. Because all action flows from identity. That's why not everyone is a millionaire. Because most people are unaware that you must first become the person who makes $1 million. You must first become a millionaire before you can have $1 million. That is the divine order of creation. It's be, do, have. But we have been taught to think that if we have $1 million, then we will be a millionaire. But that's in reverse order, and that's why it doesn't work. You have to be, then do, then you can have. Become a millionaire in your thinking, in your mindset. Then do the things that millionaires do. Then you can have the millions. Be, do, have. That's Mind Gym's formula for success. So it's more important to become than to have. Because when you become, then you can do and have what you desire. The reason so many people can't seem to get what they want is because they haven't become the person it takes to have it. This is crucial. The journey to success isn't just about the end goal. It's about who you become along the way. So it's important to ask yourself, who am I becoming? What am I becoming? rather than solely focusing on what you are getting. Instead of just asking, what am I getting out of this? Take it a notch higher, take it a step further and ask, what or who am I becoming? Because sometimes what you are getting is good, but what you are becoming as a result is bad. And it could be that what you are getting is not much, but what you are becoming is worth much more. And the latter is better because priority should always be placed on becoming. Let me share a personal example here, which I think will help drive the point home when we talk about having or getting versus becoming. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good example. If you were to visit my Instagram page, you might notice a discrepancy between the number of posts and the followers. It's so huge that some people have questioned why I keep posting despite not having a large following. And there are several reasons. One of them is that I understand that quantity isn't always quality. What do I mean? The number of your followers is not a direct reflection of the quality of your followers. For instance, imagine you have a clothing store and in a day you have 100 potential customers coming in, but none of them buy. The store next door is selling clothing as well. That store only has 12 walk-ins that day, and 6 of them made a purchase. So although your store has a lot more traffic than store B is making more money than you are. Why? Because store B's customers, though much fewer in number, are actually paying customers. Your customers are just window shoppers. And how many of you know that window shoppers don't help pay the rent? So that's one reason. But the other reason, which is perhaps more relevant to our mind workout today, is that I do it from a place of affirmation. I don't do it for affirmation. So the number of followers or the number of views or likes or shares or comments, while worthwhile to get them on these platforms for visibility and to help other people find the videos, and while I do ask my audience to like and subscribe, my next breath is not dependent on it. In other words, I'm not posting for validation. I'm validated, so I post. You know why? Because some people will never view. Some of those who view will never like, will never share, they won't comment. And it doesn't make them bad people. On the other hand, you'll have people who do view and like and comment and share, and that's always appreciated. But understand that when it comes to your actual identity, getting likes or not getting likes does not change who you are. So here's what you should take away. A crown doesn't make a king. If you throw a king into a pit, he's still a king. And the Bible says that you are royalty, not because of the likes you have or don't have, but because it's who you are. When you have already affirmed yourself in this way, then your identity is not determined nor affected by external things. And most importantly, the reason I continue to post is because of who I'm becoming in the process. What I'm getting better at, what I have shifted in my mindset. Because yes, I may not have millions of followers or subscribers as yet, but what I am becoming in the process is way better, much better. So create, work from a place of internal affirmation, not to gain affirmation. I'm affirmed. That's why I do what I do. And I think this is a healthy way you should approach the things of life, where your worth is not determined by other people or things people do or don't do, for that matter. Your identity isn't defined by the likes or the comments you receive. Remember what I said. A crown doesn't make a king. A king is a king, regardless of his circumstances. My journey, your journey, in all walks of life is about who you are becoming, not merely the recognition you're receiving. So when you affirm yourself internally, external validation becomes secondary. This doesn't mean that likes and shares or comments or engagements aren't valuable. However, they don't define your worth. Do whatever you do for who you're becoming in the process. You're learning, you're growing, you're being refined. Okay. Are you being blessed, somebody? I trust you are. Great. So now going back to the word. Jesus performed miracles because he was already affirmed, not because he was looking for affirmation. That's why when he couldn't perform any miracles in certain places because of their unbelief, it didn't cause him to doubt or to start questioning his identity. So when you operate from affirmation and not for affirmation, then you will work, you'll produce, you'll do good, whether you have a large following or a small one, whether you are seen or unseen, recognized or unrecognized, overbooked, underbooked or not booked, appreciated or unappreciated. Operating from affirmation allows you to focus on improving yourself rather than proving yourself. I absolutely loved the 3-story garage my son made. I thought it was amazing. His sister thought otherwise. She didn't think it was all that, right? His brother was indifferent, couldn't care really. And such is life, my friend. Others will cheer you on. Others will pull you down. Others don't see you and they don't care. And it shouldn't matter. Because there are people assigned to you. Others are simply attracted to you, like window shoppers. But when you operate from affirmation and not for affirmation, you can allow people the space to be and to choose what they like or don't like, and not allowing their choices or preferences to add to or to take away from your worth. This principle extends beyond childhood lessons. It's a powerful mindset applicable in all areas of life, career, relationships, personal growth. When you internally affirm yourself, you cultivate resilience and inner strength. You see, there's a danger, if you will, in seeking external validation. Remember, you are made in the image and likeness of God. But you will never see that in yourself for as long as you look to other people's opinions for your identity. And this is why many individuals project their pain, their jealousy, or their insecurities onto others. Their opinions are often based on disinformation and misinformation, and they can distort your perception of yourself. So you cannot allow these opinions to define you. Your worth should not fluctuate based on what others think of you. The right way to see your true self is through the lens of internal affirmation. When you understand your worth and identity as a child of God, you start to see yourself differently. Instead of looking for validation from external sources, you build a foundation of self-acceptance and love. Internal affirmation means recognizing that your value is intrinsic and unchanging. It's about understanding that you are worthy of love and respect simply because you exist. You don't need to earn this worth. It is already yours. And this shift in perspective allows you to navigate life with confidence and grace. Internal affirmation empowers you to be your authentic self. You can express your creativity, passions, and interests without concern for how they will be received. So you're no longer seeking approval. You're living out the truth. This authenticity inspires those around you, creating a ripple effect of positivity and encouragement. So, how do you incorporate this idea of internal affirmation into your life daily? Here are some quick and practical steps. Start each day with positive affirmations. Remind yourself of your worth and your capabilities, saying things like, I am enough, I am worthy of love, and I have unique gifts to share with the world. This practice sets a positive tone for your day and reinforces your self-worth. The second thing is reflect on your values. Take time to understand what truly matters to you. When you know your values, you can live in alignment with them, which fosters a sense of inner peace and fulfillment. So write down your core values and revisit them regularly to ensure you are living in harmony with them. And then limit exposure to negative influences. Be mindful of the people and environments that drain your energy or distort your self-image. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and support your journey. And if you must, limit your time on social media platforms that negatively impact your self-esteem. And then celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small. Because celebrating your progress reinforces the idea that you are on a journey of growth and development. This practice also builds confidence and encourages you to keep on keeping on, to keep moving forward. You must also seek guidance. Don't hesitate to seek mentorship or guidance from those who inspire you. Learning from others can help you develop a more profound understanding of your path and strengthen your sense of self. And seek internal validation. So instead of relying on others for approval, check in with yourself. Ask, how do I feel about this? And trust your instincts and your feelings. And then practice gratitude. Regularly reflect on what you are grateful for in your life. This shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, enhancing your sense of self-worth. Now, as we wrap up today's workout, remember that the journey to success and fulfillment starts from a place of internal affirmation. As I witnessed my son's disappointment, I realized how important it is for all of us to recognize our worth, independent of external opinions or circumstances. And I hope you really take this lesson to heart. Embrace the power of internal affirmation in your life. Shift your focus from seeking validation to nurturing your own sense of worth. Remember, what matters most is who you are becoming in the process. When you operate from affirmation, you win even when you lose. You remain stable when shaken, hopeful in despair, and you inspire others even in silence. So your mission is not to prove yourself, but to improve yourself, embracing who you are becoming along the way. Let this lesson from my kids be a guiding principle in your life. Remember, true validation comes from within. Thank you for joining me on this journey of mindset change. I'm looking forward to sharing more lessons with you in the future. Until next time, operate from affirmation, not for affirmation, and watch as your life transforms in remarkable ways. Stay blessed.